See, a frustrating thing about trading is whenever you have a bad week, a bad day, a bad month. But see, a real double whammy is whenever you are a Christian and you have a bad day or a bad week. And I know what you may be thinking. Just because you are a Christian does not mean that you will not have a bad week. And that is so true. But see, why it's so difficult for a Christian or a follower of Christ to have these bad days or these bad weeks is because we're going in each trade with faith. You're believing that God is going to bless the day that you trade, the weeks that you are trading, and you're praying before you trade. And it just seems as though nothing is taking place. It seems as though, like, why is the week bad, Lord? And I continuously come to you, and yet these things are happening. Well, if you are in that season right now, or you feel like this is happening to you, maybe you've just had a bad day or a bad week, and it is really bothering you. Well, look, this video is made for you. See, a couple of weeks ago, I had a really tough week. And it's not because I was blowing accounts or just throwing money away. I was simply being extremely emotional, and I just wasn't patient on my trades. I didn't feel like myself, in a sense. I felt like I was missing a lot of opportunities because I was kind of fearful. I was worried about losing money. Everything was just off kilter. And maybe you've had that week or that day where you just felt like uneased about everything that you were doing in the market. And see, I was going to God and I was just praying, Lord, just give me understanding and give me wisdom. And I was praying in faith. But see, the problem that I had, and the Lord revealed this to me, it wasn't about me praying in faith. The problem is I wasn't trading in faith. I was looking for God to give me favor in trading, but yet I was not honoring him on how I was actually taking trades. See, honoring God is not about the outcome or the profits that you make on a trade. Honoring God is about stewardship and being disciplined. It is about you having integrity and you trusting in him on each trade that you take, day by day, week by week, month by month. See, as a follower of Christ, we are oftentimes extremely sensitive in our faith because we're so full of it. And whenever you feel like you had faith and it didn't go your way, it feels as though God may have not heard you. And for some of us, it may even cause us to feel weaker in faith the next time that we decide to take a trade. And if that is you, listen, I want you to understand first, to me being transparent, I have felt that way quite a few times where it just seems as though, Lord, are you with me? Lord, are you hearing me right now? All right. Now, I want to read something to you that this is where me and you, we must start here. If you ever have that feeling, if you ever feel the feeling of just doubt and worry, I want to read you something that this is in Psalms. And David sung this song, right? But this song is not only a song, but it's also a prayer. And it says, "How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and day after day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death. And my enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing the Lord's praises, for he has been good to me." Listen, start like David started. David started in honesty. He came to the Lord and was just like, Lord, how long am I going to go through these things? How long am I going to feel this way? He went to him in truth. But then as he went to him in truth and how he was feeling, he then kicked in faith. So you and me, we must go to God in truth. Lord, help us with these thoughts. Help me with this feeling of doubt that I'm feeling. I believe you called me to the markets, but yet I keep feeling as though you didn't. Because there's such a struggle here, I feel discouraged right now. Listen, Allow faith. Your next step is to make sure that you kick in faith. Your emotions are true today. You feel the way you feel today. But in every emotional prayer, everything that you're going to God about, make sure you end it with faith. Know that God loves you. Know that he has best for you. Not because Kirby has said it, but because simply who you are in him and what he's already said about you. By the end of this video, I want you to have some perspective change. All right, I want to give you some real biblical truth that you can hold in your pocket for the rest of your life whenever it comes to this whole thing of trading. Not just in trading, but in every aspect of your life, whether it's relationship, whether it's your business adventures, whether it's yourself, right? These are things that you can pray over yourself and keep over yourself, all right? These biblical truths, they are going to absolutely change your life for the rest of your life. You are not going to see your trading as the same. You're going to see your trading as a garden, and you are the king and queen over that garden. So we're going to jump over behind us to this whiteboard, and we are going to, and I want to write down three things I want you to hold and to keep so that you can run with it along your trading journey. All right. And once you receive this, don't look back. Okay. Do not look back. You are all that God has said that you are. All right. This is number one, is that you and I know that we are God's masterpiece. And so because we are his masterpiece, we are here to trade with a purpose. All right. So first thing I want you to understand about you is that you are here with a purpose. You are trading with purpose. Number one, purposeful. Purposeful. You are here as long as you are trading, as long as you are doing any kind of work, you are here to reflect God and his character. So you and me, we need to make sure that we are reflecting God's character in our trading. Okay, making sure that we are honoring God the way that we trade. Are we trading based on greed, or are we trading based on rules and being disciplined and being obedient? Are we falling into FOMO? Are we having fear, or are we just simply trusting the Lord? Let's begin to put on God's character as we become these great and phenomenal traders. Okay, so number two is you are not an owner, you are a manager. So number two, who are we? We are managers. All right, we are managers. What does this mean? So 1 Corinthians 4:1-2. So look at Apollos and me as mere servants of Christ, who have been put in charge of explaining God's mysteries. Now, a person who is put in charge as a manager must be faithful. Listen, everything that God has given us, we are to be managers over that thing. If God gives you $100, you are to be a manager over that thing. If God gives you $5, you are to be a manager over that thing. All right? You and I are required to be faithful and not perfect. So what does it mean for us to be faithful, but not perfect? Of course, we are going to strive for perfection. But see, faithfulness and perfection are not the same thing. So what does it look like for us to be faithful? We must be consistent even when it is hard. Obedient even when you don't feel like it. Honest, surrendered, and willing to learn. Coming back to God every time you fall. Listen, that is the difference between you being faithful and you being perfect. I really want us to highlight the coming back to God every time we fall. Whenever you fall, that may look like you over trading. That may look like you not being patient. That may look like you over leveraging. Whenever you do those things and it goes against you, it doesn't work the way you want it to work. Oftentimes it feels like that's destroying us. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe we just did that. I am self-sabotaging. Listen, have grace with yourself with that and go back to God with it. Lord, I messed up today. Lord, I failed today. Lord, I dealt with this today. Lord, I was disobedient today. I didn't follow the plan that you gave me. I didn't follow the rule that you gave me. Go back to God with it. Be faithful. right? And God is going to continue to work on you, and that is going to lead us to the third thing, all right? That we are in training, all right? So what is that? Me and you, as a child of God, we are both in training, all right? We are in training. This one is so exciting, all right? This one is very exciting that me and you are in training. Psalm 18:31-35. For who is God except the Lord? But our God is a solid rock. God arms me with strength, and he makes me my way perfect. He makes me a sure foot as a deer, enabling me to stand on mountain heights. He trains, listen to this now. He trains my hands for battle. He strengthens my arm to draw a bronze bow. You have given me your shield of victory. Your right hand supports me. Your help has made me great. Listen, whenever we are in trading, trading represents a battlefield in so many different ways. With ourselves, with the charts. It just is in so many different aspects. Trading feels like a battleground. It is full of pressure, wins, losses, emotions, dedication. It is decision making. It is full of so many different things that we have to deal with each time we trade. So I don't want you to think that what you're doing right now is simplistic. It's not. This is why we really need the Lord to help us fight these battles, right? But see, here's the good part. Is God is consistently training you and I. Listen, he's always given us the skills, the mindset, the character that we need to have. He's shaping us. This is why you don't need to get too highs on wins and also too low on your losses. Because we have to remember at the end of the day, God is constantly training us to be successful in this space. He's not only training us to be successful in this just this space of trading, but see, he wants us to mature in him. So never forget the big picture, what God is doing in your life. Nothing, as a child of God, nothing is wasted. All things in your life are working together for the good of those who love the Lord. So listen, the good, the wins, the losses, the bad, the emotional moments, they're all shaping you. God is not wasting any of it. All right. So listen, I want you to be encouraged and know that you got this. You already won a long time ago. You just got to now go through the process and trust God in the process. All right. I'm so excited for where God is going to take you next. God bless you. Please leave a comment if this blessed your life, if this helped you in any sort of way. All right, y'all.